You are watching Syn-Star Tech Talk with Giles Cleverly.
Hello.
And me, Samuel Paul. So today's topic, we're going to focus on working smarter with hosted desktop solutions. So Giles, firstly, for the audience at home, what is hosted desktop solutions?
Essentially, a hosted desktop is if you've got a server, but everyone logs into essentially the same desktop, looking at the same desktop. So.
Brilliant. And what are the benefits of kind of having hosted desktop solutions?
Well, what it means is you can any member of your team that, as long as they've got laptop, desktop, Mac, doesn't matter. They just essentially go into this web interface, and everything that they're looking at, everything they do, whether it's printing, using Office, it's all within that environment. So it's very, very secure from you as a business user, and obviously very controllable. So you can say which folders and files and things people look at. You can even lock down certain websites, etc., etc. So it's much, much more secure. It's keeping all of your data essentially in a bubble and then allowing people to look at what you want them to.
So security is really important when it comes to technology. But of course, we're living in an age of flexible working. Does hosted desktop solutions enhance the ability to work flexibly, whether that's remotely from home or in the office or wherever it may be?
Absolutely. Essentially, all you need is, whether it's a laptop, desktop, Mac, internet connection. That's it. You can even do it off of a mobile device. Again, mobile devices tend to be a bit clunky. Well, it's really small, isn't it? It's a small screen that you're looking at. But certainly, let's say, for example, you're expecting everyone to come in the office. Suddenly, you get a load of snow and people can't make it in. As long as they've got internet at home, bang, you can just get them working as if they're in the office, albeit from home. And you can even add on things like the telecoms and stuff like that. So.
Excellent. And in terms of kind of scalability of business, a lot of business owners that may be watching, may be looking about, how is this scalable to my business? How can it accommodate the growth of my business? In terms of hosted desktop solutions, how does it accommodate the growth of business? Is it pretty straightforward in terms of adding users, etc.?
Yeah. It's really, really easy. So essentially, all you do is you would come up originally with a main kind of template of what you want the standard user to be able to see, whether you want them to have Office, email, etc., etc. And then all you do is, as and when you want to add a member of the team, for example, or change them, it's really, really easy. You can just spin it straight up. Away they go, with all the corporate imagery and everything.
And in terms of the management of hosted desktop solutions, is it something people would self-manage, or would a company such as Syn-Star step in and manage it on their behalf?
Yeah, I mean, you can self-manage it. Again, depends on the size of the business, if the business has already got an internal IT team. But generally, that's when it really does. It's really important to choose who your IT provider is and looking at the SLA. So what service level agreement are they making to you? Essentially, what's the uptime? Because what you don't want is to have this great solution that's on a really, really poor server and it keeps crashing and it's slow and everything like that. So, because again, hosted desktop doesn't mean you get your own server. Often you might actually be sharing it with 5 other businesses, in which case it might not be that great. The usability. You'll get all the features, but it'll be pretty slow.
So that's everything for Tech Talk for this week. We hope you have a bit more of an understanding on what hosted desktop solutions is. We do have a blog on our website, so do check that out. And of course, if you've got any topics, any thoughts, any suggestions for future videos, we'd really love to hear from you, wouldn't we, Giles?
Absolutely.
Brilliant. Have a great week, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.